Hey, what's up guys? My name is Ivis and today I'm going to show you how to use my action which I just made. It's a pretty simple action to create quick 3D in Photoshop. So you can download it from my Facebook page. It's Digital PSD, and if you go to free downloads, you can, as you can see, you can get it from here. Just press download action and you'll be able to download it. Save somewhere. So how to use it. This video about how to use it. Very quick. I already made this sample over here. It's just nothing hard. It's just 3 layers. Basically, this is color, text, and some texture. So nothing hard. And we're gonna convert this text layer into 3D with this free action which I made. So we can click on this action icon and load our action. Press load action, and this action called 3D action by Digital PSD. Click on it, load it, and as you can see you have like 4 positions where extrusion would go. It would go top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. So pretty simple. You can decide which way it's gonna go. So I'll take maybe bottom right for this example and just press play. And as you can see, it's made 3D already. And first message which comes up is set extrusion color. Press continue, and here you have like plenty of options. By default I clicked add gradient, but you can click color instead, maybe if you want to color, or you can add drop shadow as well. So I will do this here to give a little bit separation. And gradient, well, I'm gonna change gradient to, maybe just something similar colors. Click OK and play with the scale. Maybe change angle just a bit. Well, something like this. And I'll click OK. And then next message is saying set front color and highlights. So you press continue, and here again you can, by default I add inner shadow and gradient overlay. But you can, always play here. You can add stroke maybe, for instance, on top of that. If you want to, you can add basically any of those elements you can add. And you can change them later on again if you want to, so it's not the big deal. But I'm using inner shadow as a highlight, and to do so I'm just changing this blending option to normal and color to white, and as you can see it creates this little highlight which we need, because in our case light is coming from this direction, so it creates a small highlight and it's just kind of more realistic. For gradient, again I'm going to change this gradient to something similar what we have, maybe a little bit darker, and white to yellow. Click OK. We play with the scale just a bit. Actually you can even reverse your gradient to create maybe something like this, and then you click OK and you're done. Simple as that. So this action create this group which is 3D bottom right at this point, because we use bottom right action. So in this group you have a front layer, as you can see, and there is those effects which we added, which is inner shadow and gradient. And another group is our extrusion group. And if you go inside there is even more extrusion layers. By default you can see 10, but I made 20, so you can turn them on and off if you want to. So you can add another 10 and it's going to be like longer extrusion. Or you can go inside there and click maybe some of them out, make smaller, smaller and smaller, extrusion. And you can always play and add different colors for each pixel or each group which is there. So it's a pretty cool thing. So now I'll just turn this second extrusion on as well, which is another 20 pixels, 10 pixels, and I'll just lower the opacity. See how that looks like. So you can play around here a lot. And if you want to change any effects, you can just double click on, let's say, for the front, you know, let's say, oh, I'm not happy with color. You can just double click on effects, and here's your effect. You can always, you know, maybe add something, let's say stroke. Let's change the stroke to inside position. And let's change color. So I don't know, something maybe darker. Oh, for instance, like this, maybe. Maybe use color only, you know, don't use gradient. And click gradient and just let's maybe select white color. Maybe unclick the stroke. So as you can see, you can change everything pretty fast here. And the best part of this section is that you can change the content as well. So at the moment we have this sample, right? And if I double click on this layer, which it is with this icon, which says it's smart object, obviously. And if you double click it, open it, here's our text, right? This layer with the text. And for instance, I just want to change this text, maybe. I just want to change to change. And let's maybe use different font, for instance, maybe wanted font. Click OK, close this, say yes for update, and bam, it's changed the whole content as well, which is pretty cool. Let's turn back on gradient. I made some examples earlier, you know, so you can create maybe something like this. Zoom out a little bit, or like this. It's exactly the same, only I used textures as a clipping masks. On top of like front layer, I made another group and I put like clipping mask with the texture, so it makes this kind of interesting look, as you can see. And in this example, again, I used textures. What I did, I was just you see this picture behind. I took it and I blurred it, and I just put as a clipping mask, as you can see, for the text, and it creates this cool looking effect. And here, again, I used even multiple groups, and I lowered the opacity of them. And this example. So yeah, you can be creative there and just create cool things. Well, I think that's it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I know I went way fast here, but I hope you understood the idea. Hopefully. And yeah, remember you can download this section on my fan page on Facebook. It's Digital PSD. Go to free downloads, make sure you like our page, go to free downloads and just download that action. Thanks for watching. Ciao.